Hondo Ohnaka was one of the most notorious pirates in the Star Wars galaxy. Born or bought into servitude at a young age, the Weequay worked for Porla the Hutt on the planet Bunta, but he escaped to become a pirate, starting the Ohnaka gang. Settling on the Outer Rim planet Florum, the gang was able to grow away from the prying eyes of the Republic. Before even the invasion of Naboo, they had become prominent enough to be invited to the auction of a captured Jedi Padawan, bidding against other syndicates like the Pikes and even the Sith Lord in hiding, Darth Maul. Over 10 years later, after the outbreak of the Clone Wars, Ohnaka continued to have a contentious relationship with the Jedi Order. Early in the conflict, Hondo happened upon the stranded Sith Lord and leader of the Confederacy of Independent Systems, Count Dooku, on the planet Vancor. He captured the man and ransomed his prisoner to the Republic. Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker were sent to deal with Hondo, but they were also imprisoned by the pirates in an attempt to triple their payment. The Jedi and the Sith worked together to escape, briefly taking Hondo as their own hostage, but Obi-Wan insisted they let the pirate go in peace, knowing that earning the ire of the Sith was punishment enough. Not long after, Hondo ran into the same two Jedi again, this time on the planet Felucia, where the Ohnaka gang threatened a small village. The Jedi and some bounty hunters trained the villagers to defend themselves, and together they all drove the pirates from the planet. Back on Florum, Hondo received a visit from two bounty hunters, Aurra Sing and the young Boba Fett. They were on the run from the Jedi after attempting to assassinate Mace Windu as vengeance for the death of Boba's father, Jango. The Jedi Plo Koon and Ahsoka Tano arrived to capture them both. Aurra Sing escaped, but Boba was detained, and Hondo took it upon himself to claim the young boy's ship, the Slave One, for himself. Near the end of the Clone Wars, Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi traveled to the separatist planet Onderon to covertly train a resistance cell to liberate their home. Unable to rely on the assistance of the Republic, they turned to Hondo, who delivered weapons to the rebels, which became instrumental in the battle. Despite the recent friendly interaction with the Jedi, Hondo quickly saw profit in turning against them when the Ohnaka gang boarded a Jedi cruiser called the Crucible. The ship was full of younglings and their recently gathered, highly valuable kyber crystals. Although he was driven from the ship, he did gain a valuable hostage in Ahsoka Tano, who he took back to Florum. During this time, Dooku decided to exact his revenge and attack the pirate base. Hondo, Ahsoka, and the younglings escaped together in the Slave One, and the Jedi were returned to the Republic. Hondo went back to his ruined base after the Separatist departure, but two unwelcome visitors soon arrived in the form of Darth Maul and Savage Opress. They demanded the pirate gang's allegiance, which split the loyalty of the members. Obi-Wan Kenobi and Jedi Master Adi Gallia arrived to combat the two brothers. In the following chaos, Gallia was killed, but Hondo and his loyal pirates helped Kenobi drive the Night Brothers into retreat. Unfortunately, the Ohnaka gang was broken, and Hondo continued his nefarious work largely on his own. At some point, he was hired by the antiquities collector Dakon Dar to retrieve a kyber statue from Jeddah. Hondo was forced to fight a young guardian of the will named Chirrut Imwe in order to succeed. On Ord Mantell, he partnered with the droid bounty hunter IG-88 to capture Kira, a lieutenant for the criminal syndicate Crimson Dawn, but that attempt was a failure. 15 years after the end of the Clone Wars, Hondo met Ezra Bridger and the rest of the Spectres, a rebel cell based on the planet Lothal. He quickly took a liking to the young, Force-sensitive boy, encouraging him to become a pirate Jedi. While he usually had his own self-interest in mind, Hondo did help the rebels on several occasions. He alerted the Spectres of two surviving Lasat refugees, a species near extinction that they were able to rescue and return to their home. After the Spectres joined the larger Rebel Alliance, Hondo assisted them in liberating several Y-Wing starfighters for their cause. During that mission, he befriended several Ugnaughts and stole an Imperial shuttle to call his own. His new crew then ambushed an Imperial cargo ship full of treasure, but most of them were killed in the process, so Hondo requested the Spectres' help once again, promising a cache of proton bombs aboard the ship. They were successful in claiming the weapons, but no treasure was taken, much to Hondo's dismay. Eventually, Ezra approached Hondo for assistance in liberating his homeworld Lothal. Hondo agreed, citing his fondness for the boy. He and his final surviving Ugnaught crewmate joined the fight to successfully save the planet from Imperial occupation. Not long after, he found himself in need of a ship. He came across the Millennium Falcon and attempted to steal it, but was thwarted by its owners, Han Solo and Chewbacca. They were then swept on an adventure together to stop the creation of a deadly biological weapon. Decades later, the First Order arose from the ashes of the Galactic Empire, destroyed the New Republic capital of Hosnian Prime, and took control of the galaxy. By this time, Hondo had set up a shipping company on the planet Batu called Ohnaka Transport Solutions. When the Millennium Falcon was in need of repairs, Chewbacca visited the old pirate for some discreet assistance. Hondo agreed to repair the ship, but also planned to use it for his own purposes while it was in his possession. From Batu, he hired mercenary crews to travel to Corellia to steal coaxium from the First Order. And that's the story of Hondo Ohnaka so far. I won't be surprised to see him continuing to appear in shows like The Bad Batch or even The Book of Boba Fett or The Mandalorian. But that's it for today. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.